In this video you will learn how to navigate through the CSN CAPTCHA system and how to add your forms and to make your entries. So first we're going to add our credentials over here, and we'll click on the login button from over here. As you can see, this is the landing page. We can select the sites from here. We have Apex Lifts and selected for now. Then, we can see the app menu over here. When we'll select that menu, we can see the forms, and we can search for the forms from here, from this bar right here. And we can also see the entries when we enter any form. For example, if I go to Health and Safety Inspection, we have all of these entries. We can see the status of these entries from here. As this says submitted, and all of these are open. So open means these are the ones that are in progress, and these are the ones that are submitted. What we want is if we want to just see the status of the forms that are open, in progress and close, then we'll click on this, and it will show up all of these form entries. For example, I don't want to see closed ones, I don't want to see in progress one, I just want to see open ones. Then it's just going to show up like this. And if I click on submitted and open that, it's going to give us the entries that are open and submitted. So we can also change the results per page from over here. How are we going to create a new form? Well, it's relatively easy. What we do is first let's select a form. For example, I want to just fill out this hazard identification. What I'm going to do is create on this, and just write my name. Then I'm going to write the site address as ABC, description of incident. We can just write description and we can write test over here. Then if we click on this eye icon, then we can see the description of the question itself. Then we can also leave a comment. For example, by clicking on it, I'll just write reasons/comments on here. Then I can just click on this icon to take a video or a picture. If I want to attach any file, whether it be photographs or video, separately, we can just click on this and it says the folder name is Upload Photographs. I'm just going to click on here and select any file, and that will get attached. So for this particular form we have a section that is not to be filled by the outsiders, and it's just for internal use. So for that I can just create an action. So what does an action mean? It means that when I'll create the description in here, the action for someone, that person will be notified through email, and they will know the priority of that action and that an action has been created for them. So for example, I have created an action for incident, and I can choose the action owners from over here. I will go with Faizan, and then I can just write there has been a slip, and that is an hazard that needs to be looked for. And then I can just select the date and the priority of it. So for example, we can just select medium from over here. Then if I want to attach any files, I can attach files for here as well. For example, if I need a video proof or photo proof, then that would help by attaching it to the action itself. Then we can also add watchers from over here. So watchers basically helps you with the ability to see what's the progress of this specific action. If this action has been looked at, and if it's in progress and if it's completed. So that can help. We talk and look into it by watchers from over here. And Tengnai, it's fairly simple. So what we're going to do is create action, and then it will show up like this. Since it's pending, it will get saved automatically when we click on the save button. Let me just save this real quick, and then it will show up like this form created successfully. And if you want to make changes to the existing form, what you're going to do is go here, and then you are just going to be able to see the description of the form right now then. But if I want to make some changes, for example, I just want to correct the spelling of reasons, then I'm just going to save it again, and that's it. Your form gets updated easily. It's relatively easy. Now we can also see how it looks on the phone. So here in the system I've already logged in. We have form settings, actions, forms, uploading and logout features over here. So if we go to settings to select our site, it can just be Cybes and/or Apex Lift site. So what we're going to do is we do have these modes over here as well, offline mode. So it means that when I don't have internet connectivity, I can just turn on this mode and it's going to save all of our information and the form entries, and once we get the internet connectivity back again, then the form will get uploaded onto the system. So here we can also just fill out the hazard identification forms real quickly. It shows us the recent form that we just made over here as 006 entry, and it has the same features just like our web portal has. I'm just going to write the name of Sarah over here, site addresses, ABCD. Then description, we can write described event, or if it's too long, I can just click on this button, and it will help to fast speech to text feature. So I'll just like in detail. So that's how it picked up my words in detail. Then it has these options of commenting. taking videos. I'll just take a photo over here real quickly, and then that will attach it to the form. And then we can also assign actions from over here just like we did for the web. And then we are just going to click save, and our form will get saved. So this is how you navigate through the system.